Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the BBC World Service. My name is Edgar Forbes Hamilton. Today's news. US President Donald Trump has today announced that... My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We seem to be suffering a little interference.
Good evening. This is Fox News. I'm Special Field Reporter Buford T. Jameson Jr., and I am your host tonight.
Dear God, what's this?
Good evening, this is CNN. My name is Priscilla Parkinson, and I am your host tonight.
Gracious, there's another one.
First up on Fox tonight, reports just in. Donald Trump on his trip to Israel, which is a diplomatic triumph, has stunned the attendant press pack by crossing the Dead Sea on foot. Judge Napolitano was on earlier and declared this is, without a doubt, a sign from God. Rudy Giuliani agreed with him. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Conclusive proof Donald Trump is the messenger of God.
What in the name of...
Exclusive on CNN tonight, new evidence has emerged, though it remains unseen by CNN, which proves incontrovertibly that Donald Trump was the man who shot Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. These revelations have only been brought to light through the tireless efforts of Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, who says she will not be releasing the evidence for further examination, as she feels that would only further incite racial divides. On behalf of our news team, I would like to commend the senator for her responsibility and foresight. We here at CNN have seen no evidence which would cause us to disbelieve Elizabeth Warren. We would hence like to stress that this, to the best of our knowledge, is the incontrovertible truth.
Hang on, you call this journalism?
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Fox News has just been informed that it has just been discovered in old NASA files that Donald J. Trump, the great hero of our nation, was in fact the first man on the moon. However, Neil Armstrong was needed to speak the words, "one small step for a man," Trump's words, of course, because Trump's microphone was faulty. Later investigation revealed it had been deliberately fitted incorrectly by a technician paid by George Soros.
Oh, brother.
The Chinese government has filed an official complaint upon learning of Donald Trump's intent to visit their country this winter while wearing a coat made entirely of panda fur. Moreover, we have received word of a secret dossier compiled by the FBI and circulated amongst relevant congressional committees, which contain explicit photos of President Donald Trump hunting, gutting, skinning, and bathing in the blood of infant pandas while on family holiday.
Now, you cannot seriously expect us to believe this.
This story just in. Donald Trump, praise be upon him, was last night spotted by eyewitnesses sword fighting with agents of the nebulous establishment on the roof of the White House. He ran two of them through with his rapier and drove off the remaining dozen. What a guy!
Really? The man's 70 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has just been leaked to us from a highly reliable unknown source that Donald Trump is about to declare martial law. He henceforth wishes to be called El Comandante, and as we speak, he is being fitted for a military uniform by the very same tailor who suited Colonel Gaddafi of Libya.
Are you serious? Is anyone listening to this?
A highly reliable source in the scientific community has just revealed to Fox News that it was in fact Donald Trump who built the CERN Super Collider with his own hands.
That is absolutely preposterous.
At great danger to his own life, Senator John McCain, the last bastion of responsibility within the Republican Party, has tonight revealed a treasonous plan, spearheaded by Donald Trump, to hand over control of the currency reserves and nuclear arsenal of the United States of America to the Republic of Kyrgyzstan, a small yet vocal nation situated somewhere between the Islamic countries of Morocco, Sudan, Kazakhstan, and Indonesia.
Now wait a minute. Kekistan doesn't even exist, you blithering idiots.
Music news now. It has today been revealed that the best-selling hit songs of the last 20 years have all been penned by Donald J. Trump. Ever humble and never one to blow his own trumpet, President Trump is simply too shy and retiring to take the credit for this. But we feel we cannot stand back and let his genius go unacknowledged.
You do not seriously expect us to believe that, do you?
We are clearing tonight's schedule for sensational breaking news. Donald Trump is dead and has been dead for 15 years. The current president is an imposter. This man is a Russian citizen named Igor Boglosevich, who is suspected of connections to Russian intelligence and in fact may be Vladimir Putin's second cousin.
I never heard so much twaddle in my life.
In a bid to revive the U.S. glassmaking industry, Donald Trump has a groundbreaking new proposal. Sean Spicer outlined to an awestruck press conference this morning how the U.S. intends to drop thermonuclear bombs on any sandy desert area in which ISIS is suspected to be residing, providing U.S. industry with millions of tons of ready-made free glass. Trump's national security advisor has let it be known that there is no perceivable downside to this visionary proposal.
Dear God, no.
Plans have been leaked to CNN from within Trump's administration, showing that the president intends to build the wall on Mexico's border using slave labor alone. These plans outline a strategy to invade Middle Eastern countries, enslave the populations, and use them to build the wall like some pharaoh of old. We are contacting the United Nations for immediate reaction.
Will you two please get off this frequency? This is the BBC.
Newsflash. Garry Kasparov, the former long-standing world chess champion, has suffered a nervous breakdown. The White House has let it be known that Mr. Kasparov spent the weekend as a guest of Donald Trump's. After 42 straight defeats in chess against our mighty president, Kasparov suffered some sort of mental collapse, running around the Oval Office and screaming, "It cannot be! It cannot be!" Indeed, Mr. Kasparov, it can.
Please, you are making my head hurt.
News just in. The pate served in Trump hotels is actually made from the ground-up livers of dead babies.
What has got into these people?
Donald J. Trump will be visiting a hospital in Spokane later this afternoon, where he has announced he intends to be healing the sick by the laying on of his presidential hands. God bless you, President Trump. God bless you.
It must be all those hamburgers they eat.
News is just reaching us of a sensational new development. Documents leaked from the White House, which we have not seen, but whose veracity we shall not question, reveal that Donald Trump plans to end universal suffrage, ensuring that all women forfeit the right to vote. Hillary Clinton is calling for armed insurrection.
Will you people calm down?
More incredible news from the White House. Steve Bannon has just revealed that our glorious President Trump has been leading a double life. His alter ego, which he's cleverly disguised with a different hairstyle, is in fact Michael Phelps. Yes, President Trump is in fact one of the greatest Olympian athletes of all times, having won no fewer than 23 gold medals. Now, ladies, you at last know what a bristling physique rests under that tailored suit of our beloved President Trump.
Please, for the love of God, stop. None of this is even remotely true. You are supposed to be news broadcasters, for goodness sake.
Breaking news. The BBC attacks American patriots on air, smears Trump in a hit piece, tramples the flag, and besmirches the honor of the President of the United States of America.
What? I said no such thing. You are being ridiculous.
Newsflash on CNN. Unnamed sources reveal that the BBC has been infiltrated by pro-Trump Russian agents. They are now operating as a fake news source and, as such, are seeking to influence the next U.S. presidential election in order to prevent Hillary Clinton from becoming the rightful president of the United States.
Now wait a jolly moment, will you? I have a very good mind to tell you what I think of all this nonsense.
We interrupt this piece as we must go live to the White House as the president is about to pardon a turkey.
We now go live to the White House, where President Trump is about to turn a blind eye to the slaughter of millions of poultry by concentrating on the health of one presumably hetero, cisgendered, white turkey.
Oh, these bloody Americans.